Yo, what up guys, B5D here. It's a new week in Raid Shadow Legends and we are starting off with a bunch of gifts or rewards from Raid Shadow Legends right here in your inbox. Log in and claim them. Why did I give us 500 energy, 500k silver, one key for the clan boss and some other rewards? It's because of all the server downtimes and issues we are experiencing. Yesterday, if you logged into the game, you see that everything was showing errors and loading errors. So that's why we're having 500 energy as a compensation gift. So that's a good way to start your Monday. In this video, I want to take a look at some events or news that is coming up for tomorrow. Tomorrow has no CVC, no clan versus clan tournament is happening tomorrow. So there is no countdown right here for you to see. But still, Playroom still wants you to summon your shards on a Tuesday or Wednesday. So they will have two summoning events happening Tuesday and Wednesday. That is going to be a 15x chances, and especially for those players who are not going for this fusion, then you might want to take a look at this one. So let me just drop the news. Personally, it's not one I would recommend, but I still have to share the news with you in case any of these champions are on your most wanted list. 15x chance might be your best chance of getting them. So let's head over to the news. First of all, I'll pop it on screen right now. You can see that on June the 11th, which is going to be a Tuesday starting tomorrow, you'll see a 15x chance right here to summon these legendary champions from your ancient shard, primal shards, and your sacred shards. So it doesn't tie with any fusion, it doesn't coincide with the fusion, right? Let me quickly check my fusion calendar just to be sure. Yeah, no, it coincides with the fusion. All right, it does coincide with the fusion because that's going to be a Tuesday when a lot of players like me who is going for this fusion are waiting for this second summoning event, this one right here that I'll put in circle. So we're waiting for this event to see. That's when we want to do our summon rush, because the first summon rush has ended by Monday by the time you're watching this video. So this second summon rush, which has 50 fragments right here, so that's maybe an inspiration. That's why they're putting out this 15x event for us to go for. But I know even without CVC, they still put out these 15x events like this within the week, Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's the champions on the list: Gwendolyn, the Silent, Under Priest, Brogni, Python, Tatura, Rhymehide, Cardiel, and Rio Bonespear. All these champions have something in common. Can you tell what they have in common? Under Priest Brogni is not a reviver, so that's a shield champion. Python, block, debuff, buff. That's what they have in common. I found it right. Cardiel does have that. Tatura has it too. Rio Bonespear also has it too. So all they have in common, this first batch of champions for the 11th of June, is block, debuff, buff right here. So that's what you expect if you're pulling your shards. Cardiel and Rio Bonespear are void legendary champions. Cardiel is more impressive and most wanted in raid than Rio Bonespear. So you have one slot to enter when you're summoning shards to see if you'll be lucky enough to get this champion. So I will be summoning my shards on Tuesday or Wednesday, unfortunately, but let me see which day I really want to go for. Will it be Tuesday or will it be Wednesday? Now for the list on Wednesday, that is June the 12th, you have one slot again to put in any of these legendary champions on the list. That's Matthias Black Flail. That's a new one that I've never really seen. Amans the Magnificent. So for those players who missed out on it, I mean, he's even worth getting 2 copies of. From the way we are seeing this champion being used in PvP, he's definitely worth getting 2 copies of. So I might be summoning my shards on a Wednesday instead, to have Amans, a second copy of Amans added to my 15x chance of getting an Amans if I hit the legendary mark from my sacred shards. Yeah, sacred shard is the best way to complete that summon rush. Hopefully, yeah, it's the summon rush. Then Mighty Uko is also available right here. Shemnat and Varkanen from Void, and Vitrus the Anointed from Void Shard. So these are the summoning events happening on Wednesday and Tuesday. Which one do you think will be worth going for? Do you want a second copy of Amans the Magnificent, or you're fine going for somebody like a Gwendolyn the Silent, or Under Priest Brogni, or Python if you don't yet have all those champions? I have Under Priest and Python. Gwendolyn is not a champion I want. Tatura I've not still built up till today. I'm definitely not going to be pulling my void shards. This weekend we're expecting a 2x event, right? So I'm saving all my voids, but it's not going to be a 2x on Sacred because we already did a 2x on Sacred. This weekend is probably going to be a 2x on Void. That's Friday or Saturday. On Sunday, that's when the champion chase is going to launch. So I'm gonna be saving for that. So I will be summoning my shards on a Wednesday. Don't expect to see a summoning event from me on a Tuesday because I don't want any of this first list right there. All right, that's what's coming in raid in terms of the summoning event, and it ties very well with this summon rush for the ongoing the Incarnate fusion, because a lot of players are not so happy about the long dungeon divers events that we have to deal with, or the triple artifact announcements that we have to deal with during these fusions. So they most likely will try to snipe this summon rush that has 50 extra fragments, so it will give them the opportunity to skip out on some of those more difficult events. So I will take a marker right here and mark out what I've already done to keep you in line with how many fragments you've obtained so far. If you're going for this fusion, you have to make sure you're not missing any events right now. So I've gotten fragments right here. Dungeon divers, yes, I did get the fragments. Summon rush, I skipped it entirely. Artifact announcement, I've done it. So that will put me at 20. How many fragments you get per battle? 25. That's 50 fragments and 100 fragments of this epic champion Slitus and Stripe Hide. So I should have 100 fragments right now. Did I mark champion training? No, I've also done champion training, so I have to mark it up. Champion training still have a long way to go, but I rushed it, I completed it, and also went all the way to get that primal shard at the top of the leaderboard. Well, yes, well, not really at the top, but a lot of players have already passed me, and they are going all the way for the 6 pieces of 6-star relentless set, which I'm not going for. So that put me at 125 fragments so far. It's nice to keep track of these things so you know where you are. So what I've not done right now is Ice Golem and Summon Rush. If you've done your Ice Golem and you've done your Summon Rush, you should be sitting at total of 175 fragments so far. I have not done Ice Golem yet, and I have not done Summon Rush. I skipped it. That's why I'm currently at 125. So if I head over to my game, let's see if I'm actually correct with my maths. Fragments for Slitus, I'm correct. 125 right here. So if you went for Summon Rush, you'll be at 150. If you've done Ice Golem, you'll be at 175. Make sure you keep track of this so you don't end up missing 25 fragments for one of these events, because this is the only chance you have to catch up right here, and that is from this Summon Rush that has extra 50 fragments. So what am I waiting for? Why haven't I done this Ice Golem that is sitting right here? It's because Dungeon Divers has ended. I did not max out my Dungeon Divers because I stopped immediately I got the points I required, and I've stopped my Ice Golem also immediately the Dungeon Divers ended. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for on Tuesday right here in this line. That's when Dungeon Divers 2 will begin, and that's when I will complete. I will have enough Tuesday and Wednesday morning to complete this Ice Golem. So after Ice Golem ends, I have to wait again until Thursday when Dragon starts to complete this Dungeon Divers 2. So it's all about a waiting game. Today I will not be farming any dungeons at all. Instead, I'll spend my energy and resources in content like farming masteries for my champions, right? So, and speaking about spending energy in content other than the fusion, we have a beautiful color right here on a Monday in the portal, and that's gonna be because we have one of these special summoning pool event which nobody likes. So far the consensus in the community is right now that this is a scam and everybody hates it. Now for newer players coming into the game, please look at this summoning portal event as a opportunity for you to get specific epics. Forget about your chances of getting legendaries. It won't happen. Just cut your expectations low. And whenever I look at this event, I always think, does my noob to pro need a skull crusher? Does Headhunter's account needs a Ugo? You know, so these are the two champions you should be trying to get from this summoning pool for all green tribes. So how can you obtain them? By fighting this is it called the Sun Devil Necropolis? That's how we normally get it. So of course they expect you to come here and buy the crystal offers. They expect you to go to the shop and buy it. That's always an option for you if you can afford it, but with free-to-play players, do it through the tournaments. And yeah, all you have to do is go to the Sun Devil, farm it, as long as you're getting those essential oils that you can use to, you know, level up your artifacts, right? So I see it as a way, as an opportunity to farm the Sun Devil, because this is a content I never farm on my own. It's whenever they put out these events that I come in here and farm it. An opportunity to get those lesser oils, mid-level and greater ones, and then the superior ones to, you know, level up my gear, give them extra stats. So, but it's a long way to go right here if your battle is slow. And I currently farm it at level 25, the highest level, and it takes me a while to get this. It's probably going to cost me some gems in my but if you're saving all your energy towards this fusion, you probably want to ignore this Sand Devil turn attack at all. This is for those who are not going for the fusion, or those who are taking a break from the fusion, and you can snipe these 25 prism crystals right here, which will give you 1 prism shard pool, right? Exactly 25, 1 prism shard pool, and you'll be able to see if you can snipe up one of these epics. Hey, let's not forget about Urogrim. Is also an essential champion in the early game, where poison, and a cleanse that he brings to your team with a heal, right? So that's also the 3 top champions. I know there are new champions who have been added to this list recently, or added to the game recently. Claude is kind of good in some areas, and Shield Hawk is also amazing in some content. I've been hearing something about Woosguard recently, but let's not forget our MVP Occult Brother for the early game MVP Poisoner, who sometimes replaces Frozen Banshee in some teams. If you get that champion as your first Poisoner in raid, you're fine, you're ready to go. So these are specific for the early game players who do not have these epics yet. You can also see that as an opportunity to get duplicates of these champions if you already own them, and make your Ugo +1, +2, +3. But as long as you know you're getting some essential oils while you're farming this content. So that might be an area to spend energy on if you're not going for that fusion. Definitely go there, farm it, do your summon, and get your epic. If you're lucky enough, you might get the legendaries. Let's see again the legendaries on the list. I don't even look at them. They are not great. These are not great options for legendaries. I mean, this champion Ignatius has a good HP bond. Everybody by now should have this champion if you went for the fusion. Blizzard the Hauler. I don't need the second copy of him. I've not even used the first copy, and then I don't know anything about Kuroga the Death Bell yet. I think they're just hyping it up because of this faction unity champion, Vizug the Noxious. I don't know yet if he's the best one out of all of them, but it seems like he's new. That's why they put out this faction unity champion in this Ogreen Tribe summoning pool event for you to go for. So that's all that is happening in raid this morning. That's all that is happening in raid. Just log in, claim your free rewards for all the servant downtimes on Sunday. I was on live throughout when all that was happening. I'll probably be live right now by the time you're watching this video. So watch out on Wednesday when I will be summoning. I hope by then I have more than 6 sacred shards to complete that summon rush, because you can see I missed out on the first summon rush on purpose so I can go for this other one that has 40 fragments. Why did I go for this one? It will give me an opportunity to miss or skip one more event. So on Friday, if I don't like the champion chase, I will skip it as an opportunity to even save more shards and wait for when my shards will be enough to do one of those guaranteed legendary events. That's what I'm saving for. I don't even have enough right now for a guaranteed ancient event where I can use gems to do it. So I'm trying to stack up my gems among my shards to be where I can be ready for one of those guaranteed events or 1+1 events. So all right, let's see, is there any other news that I need to share? I think that's all that we have happening in raid Discord right now. And if there's any other news that is released, because I know this is a Monday, they might release some other information, I'll hop on here and share another one for you guys. Or maybe later, watch out for a champion guide from me, and I might post that one tomorrow because there's no artifact announcement going on and I don't want to really level up that champion right now. But the champion is getting masteries and ready to go, and the video is ready to go. I just have to slap gear to 16 and record it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know how your fusion is going. Are you one of those who pulled your summon rush first summon rush shards and you're okay with it, or are you eyeing this 15x progressive chance event for this legendary champions that is coming on Tuesday or Wednesday? I chose the second summon rush instead of the first, so I have one opportunity to skip something else. Let me know how your fusion is going. How many fragments are you sitting on right now for Slixus? Or you're fine with your 1 fragment and you're done with the fusion for this epic champion. You don't want a second copy of him, or a third copy, or a 4th copy to finally fuse the legendary champion, the Incarnate. All right guys, later guys.